is calling in from Pune, I think. Shazia?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Shazia. We can hear you.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if one has flu-like symptoms, how long one should wait to get it diagnosed for H1N1?
Do you have flu-like symptoms, or are you speaking of a specific case or generically?
No, one of our family members has got flu-like symptoms, but we are not very sure. He has not been in contact with any infected person, or we don't suspect as such. But we want to know how long we should wait to get it diagnosed for H1N1, because we are scared if we go to the hospital, there also it's so crowded, we might get the infection there.
That, in fact, I'd personally like to put that question to both our panelists here right now, that at what point of time do you decide to go in for an H1N1 test? Because it must also be said, and Shazia, I'd like to share this with you, that there are a limited number of centers today, like the National Institute in Pune, where these tests are actually happening, and these centers also have limited capacity. And hence there would be an attempt to make sure, and that's the point the health minister made, that everybody shouldn't come in for a test, that you should obviously exhibit signs of having contracted H1N1 before you go in for a test. But then the concern is, will that be too late? That's the concern, Dr. Sameer, that, it's all right when you speak statistically. When it comes to your loved ones, when it comes to your child, your parent, your people around you, you don't think statistically then. You want to get yourself tested because you want to eliminate the possibility. I think that's what Shazia is talking about. Right, Shazia? Let's just take that answer from you.
As we know, any child with flu will start with cough, cold, running nose, fever, body ache, headache, malaise. Well, what we have laid down as the guidelines in the Indian Academy of Pediatrics is that any child with fever beyond day 3, day 4, high grade, persistent fever, not responding to the regular antipyretics. Besides that, a child in contact with somebody who has been diagnosed with H1N1 or who has traveled, or in contact with somebody who's traveled.
And a simple question here, not responding to antipyretics, you're saying, say, if there is a child who has, say, common influenza with crocin, you would expect the temperature to come down. Would it be different in H1N1? No.
It would be different in H1N1.
It would not respond to, say, a crocin.
It would not easily respond to this. Plus, the child would have some danger signs like breathlessness, convulsions, or drowsiness. I would definitely recommend at that time you would go in for a screening for H1N1.